Quantum's dead, or are you playing with me?
No, dead. Me
Oh
and
my
Danger.
fucking God.
We were at Bolingbrook yesterday, and Quentin's there, having what I can only describe as like an existential crisis. I think his girlfriend broke up with him.
What? Wait,
And
which one?
Yui.
Okay.
And he said something about, without his girlfriend, life has no meaning.
Oh
And
my God.
I said something like, that sounds like something a pussy ass bitch would say. And
Oh my God, poor guy.
he said, Michael, look. And I look over this hilltop, and this set of headlights shows up, and he's like, it's here. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, the elegy's here. He's here. And then I see Cal Mao twat out that the elegy of death is here. And I mean, one thing led to another. He got run over. We ran it back. He went to ICU. He died. And now it's Saturday. So what's up?
Oh my God. Danger is I think one of the best people that we ran across.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep. He man,
we had a really good talk yesterday. We probably chatted for about half an hour, and then I linked up with him at the DOC again, up at the prison. He's a good guy.
He is. Is fuck, I skipped it, man. I'm what are we gonna do? Fucking God damn it. Quantum was doing so fucking great too.
I told him that. He's like, my life has no meaning. I was like, brother, like Nino just got done glazing you about how well you did, how quickly you turned it on and turned it around and got shit going. And I don't know. Is what it is.
Whose elegy was it, you know?
Cow Mouse.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
You know, OTT was right about him.
Cow?
Yeah.
I heard the song. Yeah.
Fucking son of a bitch. Guy flies back, fucking kills Quantum.
Yeah. Yeah, it was 2-0 in that elegy. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Son of a fucking bitch.
I tried to stop him, right? I got in my vehicle, but I didn't have my sports car. I had you see my station wagon?
The one
Regina.
I just saw?
No. That's a bison. My Regina.
Oh no.
So it goes 0 to 60 in like one planetary revolution. So I couldn't kind of get in front of him to block it in time.
God damn it.
Yeah. But yeah, I went down to ICU, and everyone from the DOC was there. And said my piece. Said he did good. He was a good boy. And I said I hope you pull through for it. But last I heard, he's so. Oh, Ursula was pissed though. She gave him CPR. She got him stabilized. And as you can imagine, when he was in critical condition, the tone in the room was quite somber. And then you had like Scotty and Kurt Tingle there just making a big joke out of everything. So I think she might quit the DOC.
Yeah, I think Quantum was Scotty is Scotty I don't think is gonna have a job for very long. I
feel like he suffered from the same thing that Quantum did, was not knowing when and to turn it on and off. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Quantum kind of figured it out, but
it's because of that. I think you know, his bosses want him out. I mean, I like Scotty. I like what he did, but like, brother, there's no
Time and
doubt in my
place.
mind that Quantum wasn't a big reason the DOC was successful.
I agree.
He brings energy, right? People, I think a lot of people don't put enough stake into this city is sick with a plague, right? Where, like, I mean, even the way that Moss handled her firing, she just fucking quit just like that. You know, fuck the PD, fuck everyone in it. Only thing she cared about at the end was Trig and what Trig thought about her and what she thought about Trig. She could give a fuck about the rest of them. And that's why this Corolla conversation I just had, she was done, right? She Court Center wasn't her calling, and but even then she came and, you know, helped make sure things were good, and then said, you know, she wants to try a different life. And in 10 minutes that was a fucking adult conversation, and I was so taken aback because I'm so used to people being just so fucking selfish.
Yeah.
I was telling Johnny this, or not Johnny, Junior this, is Moss had the audacity to say that we never appreciated what she did. I don't think anyone could be ever that delusional.
Yeah. Yeah.
We fucking moved the entire planet to make sure she succeeded.
Yeah.
But you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's all about the number one and the number two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, for most, that is.
I don't think she really realized that, and I mean Moss, not Corolla. Just how many times we as a cabinet went up to bat for her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like spoke up on her behalf when she wasn't around to defend herself.
Maybe it's because she never really was around and we just assumed she was. Maybe she had us fooled for months. Oh yeah, I'm around, things are good, but in reality, maybe she was just checking in and dipping out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't understand why she never quit.
We talked about this, right? I think we both said it, where the words are saying, I'm here, I'm present, I want it, but every action was to the contrary.
Yeah.
And at some point you just got to accept that it's not what you want and walk away, which I'm assuming that's what Corolla did.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. I think that's why I was in shock. I was afraid to have the conversation because I wasn't expecting her back so soon. You know what I mean? And I thought she was going to feel a certain way, and it just wasn't the case. And I kind of regret I regret other people's, you know, dog shit personalities causing me to, like, I guess, like, imprint those thoughts onto her.
I mean, she's a consummate professional, is what she is. So I can't even sit here and act surprised that she handled it like an adult. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Turner's been killing it already from the sound of it. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's because he's here.
Wait a minute. I can check how much they've all been around. Hold on. Let me cook.
Paychecks?
Yup. Tyler.
Like a Hannibal Lecter impression.
Yeah, no, that's my, I don't know, call it a tick. Tyler Peters. Okay. And
Now I feel like an asshole.
and then no, not that kind of tick. You know, it's like, you know, the thinking, one of many. It should be A26. Oh, it's working. Wait. Oh no. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, we can run all those numbers. All right. I'll cook on that in a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about this. There's a couple things that. Oh, shit. Air certs are finally cooking. Civilian ones.
Are they?
Yeah. I spoke to Turner earlier today. What the fuck is happening? You hear that?
I do. Sure. That's danger up there, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll look into it. Sounds like
I think
a local in
some
the
dumb
parking lot.
fuck is trying to, like, drive something up here.
Oh, maybe.
Maxwell?
I don't have danger's number.
These numbers aren't accurate. I don't think. Oh my God. Holy. Okay. Rough estimates, and there's probably bugs in these equations. Haley did more hours. Maxwell did more hours than Moss and Peters combined.
You want to see something cool? Check
Yep.
this out. You looking?
All right.
Ready? This is my surprise face.
Oh. These may keep in mind this may not be accurate. There might be, you know, but still.
I don't think that should come as a surprise to anyone, to be honest.
That's crazy.
I mean, when I think about consistency, right? It seems like everyone else kind of comes and goes. Some are more consistent than others, but she's there for every PD meeting. I see her every day. Same with Viv.
Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of, just making sure you're ready for this.
I'm ready.
Take a look at this photo. I was, you know, the bench I like to meet on.
Yep.
It's Trig and Stevie with an unknown right around the corner.
Who is that?
I don't know. I think it's a female. I thought it was Frodo, but I don't know. But it wouldn't surprise me if they got like you know, I don't know what the fuck. With the amount of dumb shit they've been doing, I wouldn't be surprised if it's somebody that's like a cop who's just like snapping photos and shit.
Yeah.
Who's meeting up with Brandon, you know, old buddy of mine. He's like wanted and shit. So call me crazy, but it wouldn't be surprising to me that the distaste and anger is, let me go find something on Nino. You know, anything that looks sus. But yeah.
Huh. I know where that's down. That's by the Billabong, isn't it?
It is.
Venetian?
Yeah. Keep an eye out for that vehicle.
The Jeep?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who is it? Brandon took the picture?
Nope. You know, people have been watching. Lots been happening over the last 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just let's call them friendly birds.
I got you. I've got a friend. Well, you know him, Helios, very, very connected, and he's got a commercial space in the area. So if they frequent the spot, I can have him.
No. Oh,
like,
that's a good idea. Yeah.
He's very, very good. He gets a lot of information for you. He's my bird, if you can call him that. He's very good at surveillance.
Wait, what if it is Moss? That may have been Moss.
Think so?
She's got a dubster.
Hmm.
And she's sipping martinis on the beach.
You know, maybe it could be, actually, now that you mention it. Huh.
Who else in the PD has that kind of hair?
I'm drawing a blank. No one.
Whatever.
No one really. Actually, now that I think about it.
Honestly, if it was, it's a lot less alarming.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Do you know when it was taken? Was it
yeah,
after?
it was literally like 2 hours ago. I was
Oh, shit, okay.
talking to Brandon, and all of a sudden we see a police car drive by, and I thought they were like staking us or some shit. I don't really meet Brandon face to face because he's got so much heat. He's on fucking like he's on parole. Big court case coming up.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Only met him once. I met him at Mosley's. I asked him if he was a mechanic, and he said, "No, I'm a piece of shit," and he just drove away.
Let me see if she picks up. Actually, call Moss's number. Actually, no. Hold on. I got an idea. Fuck. No, it's
Yeah.
Let's see. Why keep extra SIM cards?
So I left my extra at home.
I rotate them. They're so good. Let me see.
I use the second SIM card during election periods to call people up and shit on Silas Moreno.
Real? Oh my god, that is funny. I was doing similar actually. Okay, I copied it. Now we gotta do this. Do that. Boom, boom. All right. For Tuesday. Oh. And for 7-6. All right, no pickup. Okay. So I don't want to talk too much legislation today, if I'm going to be honest.
That's fine.
I want to kind of reset a bit, but I think some of that stuff, like maybe we cook on it tomorrow. When police are signed in, their police login credentials give them access to retrieve jeeps. Ah, gotcha. The reason I asked that question is, shockingly, so I looked through the properties and I was a little surprised that Mr. Ventura, I believe, now owns a property that I know used to belong to Mr. K. I don't know which of the two it was. It was either their old Wu Chang property that they used to have like a, what do you call it? Like a studio in it. And then the other property, they used to do shit inside of it, if you know what I mean.
I got you.
Now, the reason why I'm a little
crime
surprised,
shit.
exactly. And what's interesting is he was putting out tweets about selling $2,200 in Buckcoin, and that makes you start thinking a little bit. Now, I'm not going to say that, Buckcoin is Buckcoin, but there ain't no fucking shot. Oh, I brought it up to somebody, right? That was around that circle. And he noted that shit would have been loaded with cash. So,
Yeah, probably. That's
Yeah.
pretty typical. A lot of these gangs put stash houses and they just have fucking big ass wooden crates in them and they fill it with cash
well,
because they don't want to do transactions and stuff like that, keep it out of their banks because they always go negative and they get just enough to keep positive.
where I'm going
And
with
they
this,
pay their clean people.
where
and
I'm
shit.
going
Yeah,
with
go
this,
ahead, sir.
Barrett, is that Buckcoin being sold in and of itself is whatever, right?
Yeah.
I would say the same can be argued with bet, because fundamentally, yes, there
What's a
is.
stock?
I'm sorry. Exactly. Yep. Same pay. However, ain't no fucking way that there wouldn't been enough to construct probable cause in a gang property. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I figured I'd give you something to chew on in case there's any wrongdoings.
Yeah. No, I've been hearing a lot of this about people just, waking up, they immediately buy a property, and it's kind of like that show where they, the Storage Wars.
Storage Wars.
where
Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically what properties come out to as Storage Wars. They try to grab the properties up and they go check them out to see what last gang because 90% of these houses are just gang owned and they're using them as stash houses.
So they're like, oh shit, that used to belong to them, and then boom, boom.
Oh, they don't even bother checking to see who it used to belong to. They just snatch them up and go immediately to over there and check them and see what's inside. Because worst case, they just flip the property and sell it for property value,
No.
which right now is twice as much.
Oh, you buy it and then
best
you
case, they come
immediately
out
relist it.
Yeah.
Bro, that's
and then somebody else
fucked.
flips it and buys it quickly off, and then
Do you
it's
think
pretty
that's
fucked.
happening, or like, do you have reason to believe that's like really the case?
Oh, this is what my CIs tell me. They're like, yeah, everybody buys. It's like the third shift CIs all get pissed off because they're like, none of us have an opportunity to do this.
Oh my
all the day shift criminals just
God.
take the house and snag them immediately, and so they have some gangs will hire like day shift guys just to. They're like, hey, we got money in the bank. Wake up, try to check that, see if you got anything in there, and then buy it. Just buy whatever you can, and if there's, go check it out, swoop what's inside of it.
No.
Clear out the furniture, then flip it back on the market.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, why do you think I feel so bad for the civilian population, man? They get fucked every which way on this shit.
I appreciate you telling me this. It might be worth looking into, is all I'm saying.
Oh, I wish it was. You know how things are, man.
Well, I mean, specifically with
there's
this
no level
one.
of PC in the world. I know.
If my guy is telling me that, if my guy's telling me, based on the sale, based on where it was, it might be worth asking some questions about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. I mean,
right.
I can always ask around and see what's going on in case he's just literally watching out for these things to flip them and storage war them.
Yep. Absolutely.
I mean, because you know how it is. Like, we know what's going on, right?
No, I don't.
We know.
I don't.
We know almost all these houses are filled with fucking boxes. There are so many of these houses that are mostly just barren. They haven't even repainted the walls from the standard gray plaster, and they have like just fucking big ass boxes in the house.
I will tell you this. I wouldn't even know. Like, I've been the last time I've been in someone else's property genuinely has been like once in the last like 4 months. So yeah,
it's funny sometimes if you wake up early enough, wake up and just
actually
walk the
that
halls
crazy?
of Little Soul. Oh, it's pretty bad. I haven't raided a house yet that wasn't just set up with blank plaster walls and boxes everywhere. And maybe one of them had rooms separated out, but it still had some black plaster walls.
Well, so then let me ask you
it was just basic
this.
rooms and yeah.
The thing that I found most interesting about your property list is when I look over some of that, I'm like, how has no one been able to articulate any big raids?
We try. That shit gets cut down every single time.
How?
Because the DOJ holds raids of properties to a significantly higher standard.
But they're so obvious. Like,
and
it's
then
not
the times
even.
that we
I don't
do
even
raid
think
them,
people are using. Okay, I don't even think people are using clean people.
Yeah, a lot of times they're not. But the DOJ just goes, well, you can't prove. I was like, well, yeah, we can't prove because that's why we need to get evidence to prove. It's just an ongoing cycle of Barrett. We don't want to approve this without really hard facts to prove that, because if you go in there, you're gonna find stuff. It's like, yeah, I know if I go in there, I'm gonna find stuff. That's the point. But Barrett, 90% of the citizens in this county are criminals. So anytime you go to these properties, you're gonna
No. But
you're
like,
gonna chain rip.
look, oh my God, like,
Yeah, I know. Trust me.
I didn't know it was that
I get
bad.
it on one end, but
listen, look, it's just like, there's people with hag charges on this list.
yeah.
So how is that? Okay, I gotta hang up the phone before I lose my mind. All right.
I sent you some. I'm just gonna try and send you some more stats and stuff that I'm tearing out through your. I'm testing some pivot tables on this whole January thing, so you'll have some more data, random data popping in for you to go through.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Yep, no problem.
Right. Take care, Barrett. Bye. I was just on the phone with Barrett, so I'll give you the background. I got a list of properties and names associated with it yesterday. And as I was going through all of it, maybe it's because of me and Ventura's like shit, but I noticed I'm like, this guy's got a property on Grove Street, and it's the one in the fucking cul-de-sac. I wouldn't have thought too much about it, but then I noticed like Ventura's selling like 2,200 Bitcoin, and I'm just like, there ain't no fucking way. That's probably a CG property. They're farming up Bitcoin, and there's probably fucking guns in there, and God knows what. And when you have all of that stuff in like one building, you can no longer really say that what is in there isn't seizable. Does that make sense?
It does.
Like, you're not gonna, like, because a Bitcoin machine requires, like, if it was just a machine, right, you could, but it's not going to be just the machine.
Yeah.
It's going to be everything else in there. And when you got everything else in there, now all of a sudden the Bitcoin isn't kosher.
Right.
And
criminal activity, right?
Correct. Exactly. So like I'm looking at this and I'm just like, but it gets worse. Over the list of properties in here, and look, don't get me wrong. Listen, I'm gonna protect everybody in the city, but brother, like, I'm looking at this list, and it's got people with like that have held until trial charge type shit, and they got 5 properties. There's no way they own that many properties. There ain't shit in it. There ain't no, but where are the fucking raids? I'm just like, what? And it's crazy because I'm like, I never would have felt like I would never be pro raid like ever in my life, but to see it, I'm just like, what is happening? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, these are people that have like, I don't know. I don't know. It's,
maybe if Ventura was mayor, they'd do something about it.
no, I'm not trying to point at him in particular with this. It's just like something's like cooked, like really bad. Because you know what I mean? Like people go to trial for like these wild things. And I've also heard like, I don't know. I don't, it's you know what I think it is? I think a lot of the wrong battles are being fought, right?
They are.
It's a lot of petty battles being fought instead of things that are common sense. So
Yeah, I feel like we know that firsthand.
yeah, but with something like this,
I'd be having a talk with Turner about it, to be honest.
I don't want because objectively we don't need objectively we don't really need to
Handhold them.
yeah, like I'm not trying to create more raids. It's more like the how do I put it? The whiplash of being like, how do they not have raids?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's cooking so much. We have the top Sani workers listed out. Roderick Stone, Jeff
Roddy.
McDonald. Who's Roddy?
It's Canadian. That's all that really matters.
Oh, okay. Well, does he work? Do you know who he works for? Roderick Stone?
Matt's a plenty. He owns the business.
Oh my God, we should work with him.
He's good shit.
Tell him I think because we remember we were talking about like the whole Mopex shit. We should be if Roderick. That means that okay, Jeff McDonald.
I think he works for Roddy as well.
Jesus does. What?
Oh, yeah, Jesus is a big Sandy guy.
Oh my God, we have everyone already to get what we need at Quartz.
That guy is fucking incredible.
He is. Bro, I'm like losing my mind. Wait, you're telling me, wait, we've been doing the wrong, we've been, okay. Okay, I'm going to go through this. Maeve Perrault?
Perot, French. I don't know the name. I've seen her on Twitter.
I think she's also in the Yellow Pages.
Yeah. Maeve Matsaplenty. She's with Roddy.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God. We can literally, wait. Senior Buns workers? Oh my God. Top senior Buns workers. Eric Trigg, Vivian Gray.
What?
Yep. That is some 4K shit right there.
I want to make a joke about like clocking in and erping in the freezer, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to do that.
Jesus Christ. Even Jasper Johns is on this. What the fuck? Oh, he's probably trying to get his rep back up.
Oh, so yeah, so we could book a stall.
Mm-hmm.
Right, if Abracababra comes up, someone has to be around to buy it.
There's Victor Schmidt.
I know the name.
Bro, this is I hadn't even thought about this line of thinking until Barrett.
Victor
Paul.
Schmidt works for the hub, but he does. I think he does PD Tow. Is where I know the name from.
Catherine Windsor.
Don't know the name.
Zelzara Wolf.
So he's a security guard here.
Oh my God, brother, we cook state sanitation out of the Quartz Center. Like, we should purchase X amount from different material like pillars, right? So that it's fair.
Yeah.
But I wanted to set up a meeting with you, me, and Manx on this topic. And I think Craig unintentionally, literally just, you know. Oh, that's all government work. Oh, shit. I'm not even the number. D is the top earner. I'm the second government earner. Oxby is next, then Aaron, then Maxwell, then Trigg, then Price. How is Trigg top government worker? Wait, how?
I got no idea.
He hasn't been. What the fuck? Am I on drugs?
I don't even sign in. I'll be honest with you.
No, I believe you, Opal. But is he working hours that we don't know of?
The only time I see Trigg is at the PD meeting. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's exactly it. This is based on when you pick up your check. I forgot about that. You have to average out. Frost is up there. That is very interesting.
Arnold?
Yeah, Ruby's up there too. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Very, 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 very interesting.
I think you could say a lot about Ruby, and I know you have a lot to say, but
I have only good things. I've balanced out my view with her.
She's nothing if not dedicated.
I've been meaning, let me see if she's around. I've been meaning to let her know that I appreciate what she's been doing. And
This is Ruby.
I wanted to say that I know we've had a rough past, but I appreciate everything that you've been doing for the LSPD.
All right. Thank you,
Yeah.
Mr. Mayor.
Yeah. And I genuinely do mean that. In the little bit of a conversation that we had the other day, it was very evident to me that you have not been getting the support that you needed and deserved. And I do hope with the new chief there that you do get the support and recognition and the voice that you deserve.
I think that goes for all of Shift 2, to be honest.
Yes. I'm hoping that Turner, and I think he's got the right headspace, that I think he's going to truly see who the top people are throughout the department. And I don't think he's going to play favorites. So
Yeah,
I think that's a good thing.
He's a good man. I've known him for a while.
Yep. Yeah. So, yeah.
All right. Appreciate you.
Anytime. You take care.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. I've been meaning to tell her that.
I'm sure she appreciates it, right? It's always good to bury the hatchet.
Yeah, I think I didn't appreciate the way she was being talked down to in the meetings about high command stuff. It it very much pissed me off. And then when I spoke to her in the back of the vehicle, you know, with her and Maxwell, I knew that she was doing the best that she could, and it was very obvious she was not being communicated with, and that's not right.
Yeah. So a couple things on the legislative front. Blaine County sent me a lot of their draft legislation. You good with me just giving them another set of eyes on it?
Sorry, run it back.
Princess Elena, she just asked me to look over some of the legislation she's been drafting for like moonshine and shit like that. I'm more than happy to give him a set of eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, actually, you know what? I think that's it. Junior's got some housing legislation I'm going to look at, but we'll touch on all that another day.
Yeah, I did do a one-time pass over them.
I think there was another one too, but yeah, I'll take a look and drop some comments in there on the rat thing, like the plague rats. When I was walking out of City Hall after our meeting yesterday, I received a call from Helios, my little bird, and he told me that the day before, 4 people got arrested, and that was David Summers, Kenny Cushman, Margot Escargot, and Zebra. And they were caught doing experiments on human bodies or some shit.
What?
Yeah. They were...
Oh! I'm aware. Yes.
Okay. So I thought perhaps... it could be related, could not be, but I figured I'd raise it anyways.
You hear that?
Sounded like a deviated septum.
No, it's a helicopter.
Oh.
We should see it any second. I think it's getting closer. No, it's gone. There are likely a lot of different strings that are collectively being pulled. And so I think it's like this Norman Bones shit, right? It's so all over the place that things that, you know, it's like people's interests, and it's like multiple arcs colliding.
I hear you.
So you know, it's I don't know how the fuck anyone's gonna handle that because it could be that. It could be, you know, it's hard to wrap your head around the amount of shit that happens at once.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, fucking
I'd raise
Osvaldo's name coming up in it. Like, what the fuck? Like,
that's like having a rat in his lung or some shit.
there's
Like,
also there might be an actual plague and then the pretend plague. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a copycat plague.
Yes, exactly.
I
Like,
got you.
like someone had the plague and like, you know, they actually got it, but then like other people just manifested the symptoms. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Cool.
Anyways.
Love that.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I had plans this
Sounds good.
evening, and we'll chat more.
Need a poem for these plans or what?
I'm sorry. No, I do not need a poem for them. No.
Just making sure.
Yeah. Hey. I'm going to be full tank starting tomorrow, hopefully. So,
Oh yeah.
a lot of things we can start cooking on. With Quantum being dead, I think we need to work with Carmine to figure out a number 2. Danger.
His dying wish was that it wasn't Gage, by the way.
I think having you at the front would maybe do you a disservice, as it might put you a little bit too much in the crosshairs, right?
Yeah.
You're working more as in the back. You get what I'm saying? Like you're
I know
in
what you
there,
mean.
and yeah. All right.
Comfortable with it. You're fine.
So, but we'll chat more on that. I think tomorrow. Maybe having Carmine pick somebody, and then, you know, what the actual operations is, and the strong suggestions as
You
to
see
who
that
else
guy's
gets brought
name,
in.
and it's just like, it's like a repellent, you know? Carmine. I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
It makes everyone think, you know, mall security is one thing where clearly there's a little bit more expertise available.
Completely fine. I'll be here for a bit longer. If you guys have anything else lined up,
All
just
right.
let me know if you need something.
Oh,